Greetings, y'all. Before I forget, let me tell y'all about this crazy dream that I had last night.
My name is Daja, and I hope you find serenity.
I hope you find serenity. I hope you find serenity.
Y'all, so first of all, I want to say that the last few days I haven't been smoking ganja. And whenever I don't smoke ganja, my dreams become way more vivid to the point where it's like nonstop dreaming, y'all. Like, as soon as I close my eyes, I'm like immediately in a dream. And there's always like a lot of different dreams happening. And it's just like, it's a lot. It becomes quite dynamic. And yeah, I noticed that I remember them better when I'm not smoking. So I haven't smoked in a few days. And last night I had a wild dream. I was dreaming that I was at some kind of show, like in a theater, and the person I was with kept shifting. Like, I was there with someone. At first I was there with a man friend of mine, and then as the dream shifted, it became a woman friend. But both times it wasn't anybody I actually know, so it doesn't even matter. But I was with someone and I was at a show, and it was like in kind of like a black box theater type of situation. So like, we're close to the stage, and I can't remember what we were watching, but all I remember was that I noticed that these men, a few men, like 2 or 3, came in, and they just were looking so serious and kind of like had an eerie energy, a very mysterious but like dark energy. And I was like, I don't like the way that this don't sit right with me. And I wanted to leave, but the show was almost over. So I was like, okay, I'll wait till the show's over. I don't want to like scare my friend. And then the show was ending. So I got up right away with my friend. I was like, let's go right now. And my friend, and this is when it shifted to being a woman, because like we started walking out and I was with a man, but then it shifted into being a woman because she was like, oh, I have to go to the bathroom. And I was like, okay, like I'll go with you. And then she went into the bathroom, but I didn't end up going with her because I was just standing outside of the bathroom and I was noticing all these men, again, more like serious looking men, like coming into the place and like standing in just random spots and just standing there. And I was like, this shit weird as hell. And then they were going outside. The other people were going outside. So when she came out of the bathroom, she's like, okay, I'm ready to go. And I was like, we need to get the fuck out of here. Like, we need to go right now. And we need to be quick about it. And I was like, so I don't know what's going on, but the energy is weird. The energy is off. Like, I feel like I just don't trust it. And I think that we really need to get home as soon as possible. So then we go outside, and it's like a big wide street, and there's people everywhere. So there's like the people coming out of the theater who are like looking like normal citizens, and then there's all these men, and the other thing is these men are like they're like Hispanic, like they look like maybe like a Mexican gang or something. And the reason I even think they were Mexican is because I believe that a lot of what came from this dream is because I've been watching this show. I haven't even been watching it the last like 5 days, but I was watching it this like over the past month. It's called Ozark. Maybe you know it, but it's about a family that launders money for a Mexican drug cartel. And in the show, there's violence and there's all this kind of stuff. So I think that that is the seed that was somewhere in my subconscious mind, although it could mean more. But anyways, yeah, just so you have a visual. It was like a very diverse crowd of people. And then all these guys were like Mexican guys. And nobody was talking. They were quiet. They were just, some of them were walking a little bit. Some of them were standing. But yeah, so the way it was on the street, there were men here and men here. So, and then we were coming from the middle out of the theater, and a lot of the people were looking kind of scared, like they didn't want to walk past them. But the guys weren't moving anything and they weren't saying anything. So I told my friend, I was like, let's just go. We don't need to stay here. So we started to walk to the left, kind of around the guys, but the thing was they were really spread out, so we were going as around them as possible, but we kind of had to walk past them. But since they weren't moving or saying anything, I was like, let's just go. So we started walking. Once we started walking, a man came between the two of us, so it's like me and a woman right here. He came between us. He had a big ass machete in his hand, and he like chopped a dude in front of us. Like, he just went slash. And then suddenly all of these guys were fighting each other with like machetes. So all of a sudden they were dead ass like fighting, and we started running because it was like they weren't intentionally attacking the other people that obviously weren't a part of the gangs, but they were intentionally fighting around us. So like we would end up with blood on us. And it was like, what I was understanding within the dream was like, oh, like they're trying to make a point. Like they're going to have a war, but they want to have witnesses, and the potential of witnesses even getting hurt, because they were just, once they started, they were just going crazy, and it didn't matter who was in the way. So we were running. At one point she was behind me a little bit. I was like, come on. And I grabbed her hand and I pulled her close, and we just fucking ran. And we had blood on us from the first guy who got slashed, and he slashed him in the back, not his head, but like he slashed him in the back. And we were just running. And I was so stressed that I literally had to remove myself from the dream. And I I opened my eyes back in this realm, and I was like, what the fuck is going on? Because again, like before I went to sleep last night, I had a wonderful evening. I wasn't watching anything. I didn't have, like I said, I had been recently watching a show where there was a lot of violence. That show, and also I was watching this other show about cartel, about Colombian cartel. So I have been watching some shows that included like gang violence and things, and even had some bloody stuff in it. So I'm thinking that that's why this manifested. But I have no clue what the message was of this dream. So literally, as I've been processing it, I've just been like, that was crazy. I'm reminded to like listen to my gut, my intuition, because I wanted to leave even sooner. I wanted to leave even during the show because I was already feeling like something ain't right. Because think about it, like these dudes were coming into the show, like, so they were inside too. Like they were just spreading themselves out and mixing in with the people, so that once all the chaos started, like the people, the innocent or the stand buyers, these theater goers were going to end up getting wrapped up in this war. So it was crazy. It was scary. It was scary. I was safe though. I didn't get hurt. The person I was with didn't get hurt. And yeah, I had other dreams after that, but this was so potent that even when I woke up, I couldn't remember anything else. So that's what's going on in my dream realm. If you have any thoughts or comments, let me know. Peace.
Hope you find serenity.